Hi, I'm Randy from LG, and I'm here to talk to you about LG's high-efficiency front-load laundry systems. You know, front-load laundry systems have been around for a few years now, and they have a big appeal to customers. Number one is for energy efficiency. And of course, all LG front-load laundry systems are ENERGY STAR rated. Another appeal is the energy efficiency factor. High-efficiency front-load laundry systems actually use 2/3 less water than a traditional top loader. So that's a big appeal. The second big appeal, hey, there's no agitator inside. So not only can you get a lot of clothes in there, you can also get those big bulky items such as pillows and comforters, and makes it a lot easier to wash them because, hey, nobody really likes to go down to the laundromat to wash those. So as we talk about LG front-load laundry, we're going to talk about a lot of the great innovations that we're bringing you. Now the set that I'm standing in front of is the WM2140 set. Now this is our opening price point in high efficiency front loaders. It's a 3.5 capacity in my washer, and the dryer has a 7.1 capacity. It's got 1100 RPM spin speed, so you wring out a lot of water and save time in the dryer. Now I would say this is a great product for those customers that are just trying to get into high efficiency laundry. You know, they're looking at price points, they're not quite comfortable with spending a lot of money, but they do want to get inside of high efficiency laundry. This is going to be the perfect set for them. I'd say for singles, couples, empty nesters, this would be a great product, great fit for them. So let's talk about some of the unique features that are on this product, as well as all of LG's front load laundry. And the very first one of those is going to be LG's direct drive motor. This is LG's direct drive motor. We actually use this motor in all of our front load washers, our top load washers, and even our commercial laundry systems use this direct drive motor system. It has no belts or pulleys, it's very quiet, it's very stable, and it's very smooth. As you can see here, it actually has magnets lined throughout the sides and all outside of these coils. It actually turns in a magnetic field, kind of like those levitating trains that you have in Europe. So it's very quiet, very smooth, and it actually is very durable. So that's why we have actually given you a 10-year parts warranty on this motor. Parts only. So remember, in our laundry systems, only 1-year parts and labor, but we do give you additional part warranty on this direct drive motor system. Another part of what this motor can bring us is our True Balance suspension system. A few years ago, we updated all the suspension systems in our front load laundry systems, and now they're very stable. You can actually put them in any location, including second floors. So know if they've got True Balance, they're going to be quiet and stable for your customers themselves. Now another benefit to our direct drive motor, it's pretty intelligent. It actually decides what the load size is. It basically weighs the clothes and actually determines how much water to put inside of the laundry system itself. So always remind your customers that high efficiency laundry is extremely easy to operate. It can look kind of complicated with all the different buttons and controls that are on there, but always point out how simple they are to operate. Literally, it's this simple. Put your clothes in the laundry, 2 to 3 tablespoons of HE detergent, and remember it must always be HE, and then just power up the unit, pick a cycle, and hit the start button. It is really that simple. The motor's going to weigh the clothes, put in just enough right amount of water inside, and actually your spin speeds, your water temperatures, they're all chosen automatically for you. All these extra controls that you see on laundry is for you to customize it. So if you prefer to have maybe a different type of wash temperature or rinse temperature, or maybe your soil level's a little higher in the summer, you can actually change that and customize it. But otherwise, really, all you need is those basic controls. So it is very, very simple. So that motor is very important in that aspect. All right, now I have another great feature to talk about. It's called Smart Diagnosis. We introduced it a couple of years ago, and it's actually starting to expand out into a lot of LG products itself. And it's actually right here on our opening price point with the 2140 set. So if you've ever had a customer having issues with products and they call in and they try to describe what's going on, it's a big frustration for them. That's why we developed something called Smart Diagnosis. Now inside all of our products, there's actually a microprocessor or a computer that can actually self-diagnose itself. A customer would call into LG customer service with their telephone. We'll take them through the steps, and it's actually very easy. They would simply power up the unit, press and hold the wash rinse temperature button. They'll hold the phone up to the unit itself, and it'll send out what sounds like a fax tone. So it's checking about 200 parameters, for example, inside of our washer. And sometimes it's a very simple diagnosis, so we can actually help the customer over the telephone and don't have to send out a service technician. Of course, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's something more difficult that actually needs a service technician to come out. So what we can do is actually send that information from the smart diagnosis to the technician, and then he's armed and ready to work on it with the first visit. We have already seen great results with lots of reductions in the number of unnecessary service calls. It's great for us, it's great for you guys, and of course it's great for your customer because they don't have to take a day off unnecessarily. So that's called smart diagnosis. It's a great feature. It's on the washers and it's on the dryers. And finally, one more feature I want to point out on our laundry system here is something we call magnetic ventilation. You know, there's been lots of discussions and concerns in the past about odors and smells inside of front loaders. Well, to help address that with our customers, we came up with something called magnetic ventilation. On all of our front loaders, there's actually a little magnet at the base of the door that'll leave the door ajar after you've done washing. Now, we do recommend that if you can, leave the door open, but you know, in reality, most of us can't leave the door wide open. It's in the way, the kids might trip on it, you might trip on it. So with this little magnetic catch at the bottom of the door, it leaves it ajar and helps the dryer drum, or the washer drum actually, to dry out completely for you. So that's called magnetic ventilation. Don't forget to point that out to your customers. Now, the matching dryer for the 2140 washer has 7.1 cubic feet of capacity. It is a sensor dryer, so there are sensors inside of the drum itself that sense humidity and let the dryer know when the clothes are dry. So instead of just doing a normal time dry, when you do the automatic sensor drying, it will shut off at the appropriate time and not over dry the clothes. Again, it's all about fabric care and taking care of those garments so your customer doesn't have to go out and keep buying new clothes all the time. So that's one feature, sensor dry. Another one that I want to point out is wrinkle care. So that's on all of our dryers itself, and this is the option to keep tumbling those dry clothes every few minutes to keep those wrinkles from setting in case you get too busy having a life outside of your laundry system itself. So you would choose your cycle, select wrinkle care, and once the clothes are dry, it'll just keep tossing them around every few minutes to make sure those wrinkles don't set in. So have a life and also have great fabric care taken care of with LG Laundry System itself. And don't forget, just like the washer itself, on the dryer we do have the smart diagnosis feature. So if they ever have any type of issues, it's going to be a lot easier for the customer to call in and figure out what's wrong with their laundry systems. One thing I forgot to point out about the smart diagnosis is if you've got a smart device, either a tablet or a phone, you can actually get something called LG Smart Laundry, and you could self-diagnose it in your home. So it gives you a simple diagnosis of what's happening, and if that doesn't give you what you need, you could always call into LG also. And hey, we're always looking for another excuse to use our smart devices. So as you can see with the 2140 laundry pair, there's a lot of great innovations coming from LG. You know, you think it's a inexpensive, very basic washer, but a lot of great technologies to talk about. So again, don't forget to talk about our direct drive motor system. Don't forget to talk about smart diagnosis, and of course the great little small things that we do, like the magnetic ventilation, the wrinkle care, the build and construction of our products. Just look at the hinges on all of our products. So we put a lot of care and attention to how we build those, and make sure you point these out to your customers. So there's a reason why LG has been the #1 front load manufacturer for over 4 years running, and even a leading consumers magazine said we're the most reliable brand of front load laundry that's out there. So the 2140 set is a great pair, a great value set for those customers looking to get into front load laundry. Thanks for watching.